Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking through some player props I like on Prizepicks for today's MLB slate on Saturday, August the 2nd. We got a big Saturday slate today, full 15-game slate. Got some early player props I like for this slate, taking a first look at the board on Friday night. I've got 3 plays that I'm going to share in this video. As always, we're going to break down these 3 plays and we're going to share why I like them. Now, before we do get started, guys, make sure you hit that like button down below if you enjoy these Prizepicks videos. Make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. And if you guys are new to the channel, if you are new to Prizepicks, if you don't have a Prizepicks account, make sure to go sign up. Use that promo code NOAH when you do sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code and play your first $5 lineup. You're going to get $50 worth of free lineups instantly added to your account. Easy way to build up that bankroll on Prizepicks. Use the free lineups they give you, and hopefully you'll win some money off those free lineups. Start to build up that bankroll, and start to hopefully win some money over on Prizepicks. So again, if you guys don't have an account over there, make sure to sign up and use that promo code NOAH. And then also, I do want to shout out Sleeper because we are partnered with Sleeper as well. And you guys can use promo code NOAH over on Sleeper. Get your first deposit matched up to $100. So whatever you put in on your first deposit, Sleeper will match it up to $100. If you want to deposit $100, you don't have to, but if you want to deposit $100, they will give you an additional $100 to play with. So now you have a $200 bankroll to work with. You can try and start to build up that bankroll over on Sleeper. And if you guys don't know what Sleeper is, they're just a DFS pick'em app. They're very similar to Prizepicks. You pick more or less on player projections. You build out your lineup. You can do up to an 8-pick lineup on Sleeper. You can win up to 100 extra money. Definitely check them out. And again, guys, if you don't have an account over on Sleeper, use that promo code NOAH when you do sign up. But we got some plays to talk about here for this slate on Saturday. We do have a lot of early games today, as kind of typical on Saturdays. You have a bunch of early games. I think there's like 9 or 10 early games today. So I am recording this video Friday night. Hopefully, by the time you're watching this video, you'll be able to get these plays in, and these games won't have started yet. But we got 3 plays for today. They're all going to come from the early games. So yeah, we're going to talk about these plays real quickly though. Before we do break down these plays, I do want to recap the plays that we gave out in Friday's video. So Friday, gave out 3 picks. Went 1 and 2 on the 3 picks that we gave out. So it was definitely not a good day. We did hit on O'Neal Cruz over 1.5 total bases. Cruz had a grand slam in the first inning, so that cash in the first inning was feeling great about the rest of the plays. And then Andrew Heaney only had 1 strikeout. He only pitched 3 innings, just did not look great. The Rockies were definitely putting a lot of balls in play against him. He wasn't getting a lot of swings and misses, which typically is not the case, especially facing a Rockies team that has like the highest chase rate in the league. But the Rockies, they put up a shit ton of runs. I mean, it was a crazy game on Friday night between the Rockies and the Pirates. But yeah, Heaney only got 1 strikeout, sadly. And then we took Manny Machado over 6.5 fantasy score. And Machado went 1 for 4 with a single. Had been red hot going into Friday night. Liked the matchup a lot for him against Matthew Liberatore. But yeah, only went 1 for 4 with a single. Obviously, that doesn't get it done when you need 7 fantasy points. So not a great day for us on Friday. But we got another slate here to attack for Saturday. And let's try and bounce back. Get back in the winning column. So talking about the plays I like for today, first prop is going to be an earned runs allowed prop. And we're going to take Jake Irvin for more than 2.5 earned runs allowed. So I think this is definitely a spot where Irvin could be due to give up some runs here. As you can see over his last few starts, he's been giving up some runs, gave up 3 to Detroit, 4 against the Cardinals. Did face Milwaukee, which is his matchup for today, and didn't give up any runs to the Brewers in that start, but then gave up 5 runs to Cincinnati, and then in his last start against Minnesota, he gave up 2 runs. But if you look at Irvin this season, he's not been that great, like in terms of his ERA. He's got a 4.69 ERA, and if you look at his expected ERA is even worse. It's 5.18. Also, his expected batting average, 273. He's a very low strikeout guy, so I think this is definitely a spot where the Brewers are going to be able to put a lot of balls in play against Jake Irvin. Irvin has just a 16% strikeout rate this season, which is bottom 10% in the league. Has a very low whiff rate, doesn't really get any swings and misses. Also has given up a lot of hard contact, 47.1% hard hit percentage. Just a pitcher that's been getting beat up a lot this year. He's been giving up some runs as of late. And the Brewers offense, they've been heating up a little bit. They put up a bunch of runs on Friday night. You look at their stats this season against right-handed pitching, they've kind of just ranked as like a league average offense against right-handed pitching, but the Brewers do have much better splits on the road. And I think it makes sense for Milwaukee to be better on the road because if you look at the ballpark factors, the Brewers ballpark, it is historically played hitter friendly, but over the last few seasons, the Brewers ballpark has been playing really pitcher friendly. It's been one of the more pitcher friendly ballparks. So it kind of makes sense to see them do better on the road given how pitcher friendly their home ballpark is playing. Now this ballpark in Washington, it's never really been a great hitter's park either. It's just kind of like a middle of the pack neutral park, but I still think it's a better park for them to hit in than if they were playing at home. And you look at Irvin's splits this year at home, he's been a little bit better at home, but he's still not been great. I mean, he still has an ERA over 4 at home this season, 4.24 ERA, 5.06 ERA on the road. But the Brewers splits on the road are really good this season against right-handed pitching on the road. Milwaukee, in terms of average, they have the third best average. They rank 4th in on-base percentage. Slugging, I think they are just outside the top 10 in slugging. OPS, they rank 9th in OPS, and then WRC+, plus they rank 9th in WRC+. plus. So really good numbers from Milwaukee on the road this season. Irvin in the spot, I think, gives up some runs here. And looking at sportsbook odds, early sportsbook odds do like Irvin to go over this line. I saw on DraftKings, I think he was minus 145 to give up 3+ earned runs the last time I checked. So like this play, we're going to take Jake Irvin for more than 2.5 earned runs allowed. And then the next prop that we're going to take is going to be a hitter prop, and we're going to take Kyle Stowers for more than 5.5 hitter fantasy scores. So Stowers has been red hot as of late. He's been really, really good for the Marlins this season. He's been kind of one of the more underrated hitters in the league. You look at a lot of his metrics, like his advanced metrics, they are really, really good. Like he ranks in the 96th percentile in expected WOBA, 96th percentile in expected slugging, 98th percentile in barrel percentage, hard hit percentage. He ranks 91st percentile. He's just a guy that's been making a lot of hard contact, been hitting the ball well, ranks in the 88th percentile in expected batting average. One of the things that Stowers does struggle with is that he will strike out a lot. He does have a high strikeout rate, 27.6%. But I think this is a matchup where he definitely can, not strike out as much, because if you look at the matchup for him today, he's going to be going up against, I think it's Cam Schittler. I mean, it's probably not Schittler. It's probably Schleider, Cam Schleider. Don't know a lot about him. I think he's a prospect for the Yankees, but he's only made a few starts this season. Let's see how many starts he's made. I know he hasn't been in the majors for too long, but in his short sample, he's made 3 starts so far in the majors. He has really struggled against left-handed hitters. He's also had a lower strikeout rate against left-handed hitters. So his strikeout rate against left-handed hitters is only 19.5%, whereas against right-handed hitters, 25.9%. So Schleitler is giving up less strikeouts to lefties. He's also given up a lot of walks to lefties, 14.6%. And then if you look at the offensive numbers he's given up to lefties, lefties have done a lot of damage against him. 343 average, 439 on base percentage, 514 slug. So I think this does set up as a pretty good spot for the Marlins lefties, and specifically Kyle Stowers, who has been really good this season, been really good against right-handed pitching, has great splits against right-handed pitching this year, batting over 300 against right-handed pitching, has a high on-base percentage, 381, 625 slug, OPS over 1,000, 323 ISO, 174 WRC plus for Kyle Stowers this year against right-handed pitching. So really like this matchup for him against a pitcher that has struggled against lefties. A young pitcher that might not be quite up to speed with the MLB level yet. I mean, you look at I don't know how to say this guy's name. I don't know if it's Schlitter. It looks like it's Schlittler. Schlitter. I have no idea. But if you look at his starts this year, he's only made 3 starts. But I mean, he's given up 4, 7, and 7 hits, 3, 2, 3 earned runs. Been walking a lot of batters, 2, 3, 4 walks. Sure, he's gotten some strikeouts. He had 7 Ks against Seattle, 5 Ks against Tampa Bay. But like you said, he's given up less strikeouts to lefties. So I think it's a spot where, hopefully Stowers can avoid striking out, can put the ball in play. And when Stowers has put the ball in play this year, it's typically meant success because he's making a lot of hard contact. He's barreling up the ball a lot. So I do like the spot for him. We're going to take him for more than 5.5 hitter fantasy score. And then Our third and final prop is going to be a hits allowed prop. And we're going to take Colton Gordon for more than 5.5 hits allowed. So Colton Gordon has gone over this hits allowed line now in 4 of his last 5 starts. Gave up 9 hits to the Rockies, 7 to the Guardians. Only gave up 1 hit to the Rangers, but I'm pretty sure the Rangers this season against left-handed pitching have been like really, really bad. Let's see, in terms of average, Texas has the 4th worst average against left-handed pitching, so it's kind of not surprising to see Gordon, be able to not give up a lot of hits against Texas. But then he gave up 7 to Arizona, gave up 6 in his last start against the Athletics. And now he's going to be facing the Red Sox, who have hit left-handed pitching really well this season. The Red Sox do have the 4th best average against left-handed pitching, 260. And then if you look at their stats at home, the Red Sox have been even better at home against left-handed pitching. They're batting 268 at home against left-handed pitching. And it's not surprising to see the Red Sox be better at home because they play in a hitter-friendly ballpark. Fenway Park has always played as a pretty good hitter's ballpark. So I do like the spot for the Red Sox to be able to get some hits against Gordon. I mean, you look at Gordon this season, he's a very low K guy. Like, he doesn't really get a lot of strikeouts, just a 19.6% strikeout rate, has a very low walk rate, so he's not really ever walking batters. So if he's not striking out batters and if he's not walking batters, that means there's going to be balls put in play against Gordon. And like we said, the Red Sox have had really good stats this year against left-handed pitching. Gordon giving up a high average. He's given up almost a 300 average this season. His average is 297. So like teams are putting up hits against Gordon, hitting for high averages against him. His expected average is only 278, so it's a little bit lower than what his actual batting average allowed is. But still, I think this does set up as a pretty good spot for Boston, who again have hit left-handed pitching really well this season. They've been even better at home against left-handed pitching. They're going to be facing a pitcher who's been giving up a lot of hits as of late. And like we said, a low K guy, a guy that doesn't walk a lot of batters, like that's what you want when you're taking an over on a hits allowed prop. You want to see balls put in play. You don't want to see strikeouts. You don't want to see walks because those don't do anything for you. You need hits, and that's what Gordon's been giving up a lot of this year is hits. Teams batting almost 300 against him. So do like the spot for Boston to be able to put up some hits on Colton Gordon. We're going to take him for more than 5.5 hits allowed. So we got 3 plays for today, guys, for this slate on Saturday. Jake Irvin, more than 2.5 earned runs allowed. Kyle Stowers, more than 5.5 hitter fantasy score. And Colton Gordon, more than 5.5 hits allowed. So see if we can go 3-0 here on these 3 plays for Saturday. As always, appreciate you guys watching these Prizepicks videos. Make sure you hit that like button for me before you do get out of here. Hit that subscribe button as well. And that's all I got for today, guys. Good luck. Let's make some money. See you guys in the next video.